is said and done, I guess I'm in a pretty good place right now.
A few inches later.
Come on, you fucking asshole!
Cut me off, will ya?
Holy displaced anger. A draw, a tie, feels like kissing your sister to me. So I have a hard time criticizing anybody. Nah, we should have won that damn game. I really like the fight in the team today. I know we were down 10 men. I don't blame Aubameyang. Freaking love the guy. He's just being aggressive, just like our manager wants us to be. Arteta's like a drill sergeant, man. And he has these guys working their asses off. I like that he's like a drill sergeant. I said months ago I would like a manager like that.
How tall are you, Private? Sir, 5'9", sir! 5'9", I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
It's just they were there for the taking. Away fans on multiple occasions in that cauldron of noise. I heard you guys multiple times over all that noise. You are such an inspiration. You are the best fans in the world. Love how Zaha tried to cheat and Guendouzi said, "Get the fuck up."
Get the fuck out of here.
New York out.
You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you.
Hello Arsenal fans. Here we go again. A draw. But a draw in a derby in London is not too bad. But in the light of the first 30 minutes, could we have won that game? Yes, I think that's 2 points dropped rather than 1.1. But because we don't need draws and losses at the moment, we need to win our games. One thing I'm happy with is the way that Arteta is working. For the first time in a very long time, I'm happy to see the lineup, I'm happy to see the changes, and we understand what he's trying to achieve, which is a very good thing. The question is, how many of those players are worthy to wear the Arsenal shirt? How many of those players can actually lift their game to the standard that we require? That's the question. And I don't think there's many. And you can see the defense. There's no really trust in the defense. Because when they're under pressure, it's like passing the ball sideways and backway. And that put us in more pressure again, instead of playing the direct game that they did in the first half an hour. The other problem is we seem not to be able to play for more than half an hour, 45 minutes. And we did pre-season like any other teams in the EPL. So why aren't we capable of playing? Why aren't we fit enough? This is a question that maybe some of the coaching staff need to answer. Apart from that, let's hope that the board back Arteta, because we can be sure that he's doing the right thing for us and getting us to where we want to go. So he needs to be backed to build the team that takes us there. Okay, so come on you Gunners, let's keep our hopes up.
AFTV, Skinny, oh man, really disappointed with the result because I thought that it was a winnable game. We could have won it. Really bad luck. I think the only mistake that the players or the manager have done today was that we didn't score the second goal after the first goal and just heal the result. I think the levels of intensity had a bit turned down after we scored the goal, but especially after the sent-off for Aubameyang. Even after the sent-off, we could have came back with the result after they scored the equalizer with that Pepe chance, but it hit the post. Again, I think we were unlucky, but overall, I think the performance wasn't bad. The problem is that the gap is very big between Arsenal and the teams that are competing for the top 4 places, but I don't think that's what we are focusing on right now. I think right now we should just focus on match after match and see how we progress from each match. Come on, you Gunners.
Nothing fucks your weekend up like a frustrating game on the Saturday morning. That's exactly what happened. First 25 minutes, so dominant. We had meaningful possession, passing was incisive, pressing was aggressive, and we reaped rewards. Our front men linking up, beautiful goal. I thought we were going to slap Crystal Palace up like we did United. And then we let them in. Torreira going off wasn't the best thing, and I just hope that the injury is not bad, because Guendouzi just couldn't sweep up like Torreira does. Arteta generally has a very good influence in the second half, where people come in firing, but this time somehow we were just passengers. We didn't make their goalkeeper work. And then Oga, what did you do, mate? You can't go into challenges like that. That guy was going nowhere, and he knows that it's a red, and he's let the team down, but we can't go against Oba because he's been our talisman all season. But last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we played with 10 men. The Arsenal of this team this season would have lost that game, but somehow we were in it and we could have won it as well. So there's definite progression, but we are a work in progress, and that is on Arteta, but it's also on the board to give him the tools to do well, because we are paper thin as a squad. We need people in defense. Maitland-Niles did really well, but we need some cover for him, because Bellerin, I don't know what's happening with him. There's a gulf in class when Torreira comes off, so he needs all the tools that he can get, and then we can do something better. It's appalling that we've not had 2 wins on the bounce since the opening 2 weekends of the season, and we need to rectify that. So it's on the board. The players are with Arteta, the fans are with him, the board needs to get behind, and we need to string some performances together. Let's go Gunners.
Another hard pill to swallow as an Arsenal fan. 1-1 looking at the game. Arsenal luck, all written over it, everything going against us. The red card, hitting the post, Torreira. So incredible, man. That changed the game. Him getting injured there changed the game, in my opinion. He was excellent. Just again, our luck with injuries. You can see it with Chambers as well. Yeah, the VAR, ref or official. Greg Paulson obviously fucked us over with Chelsea with not sending off Jorginho. Are you committing 7 fouls, not getting the card? Scoring an unbelievably lucky deflection. How many more deflections do we want to concede this season? I really do not have an answer for it. It's absolutely incredible. It's boggling my mind how so many things in one game can go against the side. Last time we played Crystal Palace, again a wrong VAR decision prevented us from winning that game, and yeah, basically a good day turned to shit. Let's look forward. I trust Arteta, I trust the process, and let's hope we get onto good things next season.
Hi Ghana family. It's a shame to get a draw today. Dropping points is criminal. I guess this will probably mark the end of our top 4 hopes, or anything close to that range. Probably now all we have to think about is how we are just going to improve as a team, as a footballing side, and just get back to the basics. And we seem to still be falling short of quality, so maybe the transfer window will have something good for us. If not, we'll just wait for the summer, because I don't think there's much we can do anyway in this time and to get good quality players. I was only able to see the second half, but it was disappointing. We keep sitting deep and inviting a lot of pressure onto ourselves. The ref was a bit erratic. Anyway, it wasn't impressive. We'll see what we'll do in the next coming games. Arsenal out.
Hello Gunners. It was a game of mixed feeling. We were in total dominance for the first 30 minutes or thereabouts. We didn't take our chances. In fact, we only had 1 goal attempt, which was the goal Aubameyang scored. We had all the impetus to have queued off the game, but we weren't creating chances. It came back to haunt us, but it's all good. The fact that this team is a work in progress showed again today. This team is just a work in progress. clearly there's some level of improvement. I'm not going to get on the team and hey, nah. You know, I feel so sorry for Aubameyang, man. We're going to miss him against Chelsea, but it's all good. We move on. You know, I think this season is just, you know, some experiment for Arteta.
You know, VAR. All of you who love VAR, I don't know what you see in VAR. I don't like VAR. You know, I've been complaining about VAR all the time, and today again, VAR just, you know, it didn't favor Arsenal. You know. Anyway, the game left out with much to desire about. You know, it's a game we saw Arsenal press so high, press so high. At the time I was wondering, you know, is this Selhurst Park? You know, we were so comfortable in Selhurst Park in the first half, but at the end of the day, you know, we scored that goal. A wonderful telepathic understanding between David Luiz, Ozil, Laka and Abba, and a cool finish from Abba, if you ask me. But all the same, you know, and the red card for Abba was not really what I didn't hope for. The red card, the yellow card was already flashed. You know, all of a sudden VAR called them back, and you know, I just hope that, you know, when it's been reviewed, that they will overturn that red card, and you know, Abba will play against Sheffield because we need him so much in this time. At this time of the season, it's critical for us now. Then all the same, they should also review Zaha's incident with Torreira. You know, it's not really fair for us. You know, and I enjoy the fact that when we were one man down, we did not even lose it. We still pushed and pressed. When Martinelli came in, he pressed and he was winning those fouls, you know, those important fouls. We would have sealed it off through Nicolas Pepe, you know, when he smashed the post and the rebound. Lacazette couldn't finish the rebound, but all the same, you know, we tried in this game. Selhurst Park, it's not an easy place to come. It's a London derby. We would have capitulated, but we didn't. If you ask me, Arteta has done so well so far. You know, it's like a ladder we are gradually climbing, and I wish him the best, and I will always support him.
You know, I'm very pleased with the performance. There's a lot of positive we can take from the side. I'm very pleased, you know. I'm very pleased with the performance, you know. But the only thing that I'm very disappointed with the results, you know, because end of the day I want my team to win. So I'm very disappointed with the result. But there's a lot of positive we can take from the side. Arteta is not going to come and perform a miracle. It's not going to happen overnight. By the end of the day, Arteta already shows what he can do. So it's up now to the board. The board needs to back him. So Arteta already shows what he can do. There's still a game plan. There's a structure in the side. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with the manager. I'm very pleased with the performance. You know, at the end of the day, I'm disappointed with the result, but I don't have to come here and mourn so much. But I'm very pleased. There's a lot of positive in the side. You know, there's a lot of positive in the side. There's a game plan. There's a structure. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with Mikel. I'm very pleased with the manager. The manager is doing a great job. But everybody knows it's going to take time, going to be ups and downs. He's not going to come and perform a miracle. So we need to be patient, please. We need to be patient. Bless.
There were lots of ups and downs in this game. For example, like good things that were in this game is like we've been playing beautiful football. David Luiz, amazing and solid performance, but he was unlucky with that deflection. Socrates with an amazing goal line clearance, Aubameyang with an early goal, and Nicolas Pepe with the post. And the football we played was enjoyable. It's not like it was like Unai Emery times where the football would just be boring. Problem was when Aubameyang got red cards, a few players' heads went down, but we still maintained it. Like with Unai Emery, I think we would have lost it, to be honest with you. We've done like okay for a guy like Aubameyang to go out and to maintain it, but we were so unlucky. I think we should have won that game, and hopefully we can win next game and play well in future games.
Hello Arsenal fans worldwide. That was a very good first half, wasn't it? I thought it was really good. We pressed them high. It started very well. Our passes were crisp and sharp, and the defense line was very high, and we pressed them up the pitch. We pegged them back. I thought Zaha was absolutely useless in the first half. What did he do? Nothing. And that tells you about the tactics that we deployed. But unfortunately, look, we couldn't keep that up. The football game goes for 90 minutes, not for 30. And we didn't have any answers for the pressures that they were putting on us. I thought we were guilty of the backward passes. We kept passing backwards, and each time we passed backwards, we were just giving them an opportunity, giving them the pressure, giving them the crowd something to cheer on, and that eventually is something that we've struggled with this season. Pressure. I thought the Aubameyang incident was quite unfortunate. I don't think there was any intent there. He didn't mean to do it. But I'm more concerned about how we go on from here. We only seem to be able to play one half of good football, and after that we just seem to fall away. Fitness levels aren't very good. It tells it starts a kind of a pointer as to what was happening when Emery was in charge. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but we can't play more than about 45-50 minutes of football without falling off in terms of intensity. Arteta is the right man. I'm not even, that's not even a question. What's concerning me is how we move on from here. We really need to find ways of winning games. This is another draw. Considering 10 men, it's not that bad, but we can't continue to draw games. We need to start putting wins together now. Up the Arsenal, up to the next one. Well done.
Oh my Arsenal. I don't know what else I could say. Unfortunate for Aubameyang, but you know, I'm okay with the 1-1. I wanted us to win, but from where we were, I could see progress us moving forward. So, you know, it's not too bad. But you know, if we could climb up to the top half of the table and finish the season and focus and get, you know, we still have FA Cup, we still have Europa League, and keep it going. But I see the progress. We can't fix it all in one season, but we can make improvements this year and get better next year. I see the improvements under Arteta, so let's just keep it going. It's a 1-1. Sorry for Aubameyang, it was just unfortunate. You know how he is, he didn't really intentionally mean to do it, so you know, let's keep it going. 1-1, guns out Arsenal bullet.
Well, not the result that we wanted, but obviously you can't win every game. But I'm pretty sure we'd have won that game if Oba stayed on. And the last chance we had with Pepe and Lacazette almost nicked it, but well, throughout the game, I think we're starting to have, since Arteta came, we're starting to play 20 minutes well and then 10 minutes poorly, or first half playing well, second half poorly, or vice versa. I think the players are tiring from his play. They're not used to this kind of play, but we can't be sad. I mean, I expected a win today, but obviously I expected some bumps through the road. Don't be shocked if you went to the next game and beat Sheffield by 3 goals. But we'll miss Oba for the Sheffield, Chelsea and Bournemouth game, which really cost it. It was a silly foul, needless foul, and that's why he's gotten a 3 in my player ratings. So either way, a point is not bad away from home. Crystal Palace always give us a hard game. They missed a lot of players today, but well, what can you do? So not Arteta's fault today. I brought on the right sub, started with the correct lineup. I hope Torreira as well. And shout out to Martinelli. He got in that game and changed the game. The running power of his, really good. He's probably even the man of the match within those 25 minutes is one. So yeah, that's all I can say, and let's hope we get back to track in the next game, and hope we sign players too.
A game at which we started off very well prior to the previous one against Leeds. We created very good chances. I felt Aubameyang's movement in the first half was phenomenal. He was getting into very good positions, and you could see that the front three were linking up very well. When Lacazette drops back a bit, like into that number 10 role, we end up playing something like a 4-2-2-2. Now that enables us to create space in the middle and to put a bit more pressure. You understand? And when Aubameyang drifts in, the right back is a bit confused and drifts out of position, allowing Kolasinac space to go on the wing. I felt we exploited that very well.
All the same, we worked very hard. It was commendable that they held their heads up high. And in the second half, even after the red card, we still threatened to score a goal. Unfortunately, that Pepe struck the post. But we hope, and we can see a real change in the team. We can see they are motivated, they are working hard, they are fighting for each other, they are clamping down on when we lose the ball and gaining back possession very fast, which is what we need and what we have to do as Arsenal football team. And hopefully that we have to come back very soon and win the next match. We can't afford to lose any more points as we get into the home run. Keep up, Ateta. Keep up doing the great job. Thank you.
But the overall performance was good from the players. They are responding well to the Ateta's intense kind of playing pattern. I know when Torreira went off, it was going to be hell because Guendouzi, I don't know if that guy I don't know if that guy brings kind of bad luck to Arsenal. Anytime he plays, we're always struggling to win, or is it that we are drawing or we are losing? We just be running around the field, no tackle. Kudos to Nedley Nice. He dealt with Zaha very well. Anyway, let's see. Good response from the boys. Kudos to everybody.